in the right direction. See, we're pushing forward to where he's leading us. We're staying up and putting our work in, putting that work in and putting our time in. Praise the highest. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. Then Peter said to him, Adonai, do you speak this parable only to us, or to all the people? Or to all people? And the Adonai said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his master will make ruler over his household? That position. To give them their portion of food in due season. Oh boy. Their position and their provisions. Position and provisions. Praise the Most High. And it says, whom his master will make ruler over his household. To give them their portion of food in due season. A seed. That position. To give them their portion of food in due season. And provisions. Praise the Most High. Everything they need. Blessed is that servant whom his master will find so doing. Will find so doing, not talking, but doing when he comes. Truly I say to you that he will make him ruler over all that he has. Oh boy, talking about a promotion, family. Because he can trust you. See, he sees our work out here, getting out here every single day. See, family, that's what it's all about. Getting out here being faithful, even when nobody's watching or listening. See, we have an audience of one, family. And see, that's what he told me when we first started. He said, don't you worry about people. Don't you worry about what they think. Don't you worry about the likes, the comments, the shares, how many people follow you. None of that. Don't worry about how many people subscribe to you. Don't worry about it. I got this. You just concern yourself with me and my kingdom. Keep putting my kingdom first by being obedient. Not jumping out here trying to do what you see other folks doing. No. You'll fall on your face. But you putting in that kingdom work where I tell you to put it in at. And being faithful. Now I'm about to bless you. Now that's from him to me, family. I don't know about you. In this case, I got to be stingy and selfish because I've been putting in that work. And not blowing my own horn, but I just been following him as he lead me. I didn't give up. I didn't quit. I've been doing what he told me to do. And now we're about to see a change in Robert's position, in Robert's life. Not lifestyle, just my life. So my lifestyle has been proven, tested, tried. Praise the Most High. Now this goes out for a whole lot of other folk. But, you know, I'm just saying for us folks that's been doing what the Most High has called us to do, being obedient. See, Peter was knows. He said, do you speak this parable to only us or to all the people? And see, that's what the Most High is saying today. No, this is not for everybody. This is for the faithful and wise servant, steward. And notice the word steward. See, a steward is someone that's in charge of the house. Just like a butler. That's another word for steward, a butler. He takes care of all the affairs of the house. He takes care of all the other servants of the house. He's what you call the house Negro. I'm missing. But he's what you call the supervisor, the manager, the house manager. The head Negro in charge. We're going to be nice today, family. Praise the Most High. He has me in such a great mood. Blessed is that servant whom his master will find so doing when he comes. Truly I say to you that he will make him ruler over all that he has. But if that servant says in his heart, my master is delaying his coming. Just like the script that says, don't think the Most High is slow concerning answering prayers, but he's patient and long-suffering so that we all might be saved. He waiting on us to get right. And begins to beat the male and female servants, and to eat and drink and be drunk. The master of that servant would come on a day when he is not looking for him. So what this joker is doing, this preacher, this teacher, they starting to stop telling the truth. They starting to go after the money, the okie-doke. Like I said, they starting to fall in line with everybody else is doing. Everybody and their mama is doing. So they can get them a piece of the pie too. So they're gonna start turning their TikTok location into a store. From a temple of the Most High into a den of thieves. Just seeing what they can get. And as I said before, and YouTube and all the other channels too, you don't hear no more preaching coming up out of them. You don't hear nothing about the Most High no more. Oh boy. Sad but true. It's all about the money. But it's no longer about calling folks to repentance. Oh boy. Now they all about eating and drinking, getting drunk, having parties. And I can speak on a whole lot of things referring to that idea, but I'm going to leave it as it is. You would think we're already back in the land for some of the parties they're throwing. Oh boy. You would think they done made it through the wilderness and already out of the wilderness going into the kingdom. All these big extravagant parties, inviting strippers and known hoes. Rappers of the world. The master of that servant will come on a day when he is not looking for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in two and appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant who knew his master's will and did not prepare himself or do according to his will shall be beaten with many stripes. But he who did not know, yet committed things deserving of stripes, shall be beaten with few. For everyone to much is given, from him much will be required. And to whom much is being committed, of him they will ask the more. And the keys to the kingdom. Praise the Most High. We see that in Matthew 16, 15 through 20. But what about you, he asked? Who do you say I am? Simon Peter answered, You are the Messiah, the Son of the living Elohim. Yahushua replied, Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock of me being the Messiah, I add that in, I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. See, this was the foundation that he was building on, not Peter, not the Roman Catholic Church. And we know he's talking about because he started the conversation with, who do you say I am? Peter said, you are the Messiah. He said, okay. Then he came down and said, on this rock, on this foundation, that I'm the Messiah, and that you know who I am, I'm gonna build my kingdom. Then at the end, he came back and said, don't tell nobody that I'm the Messiah. So that script has been misinterpreted and rewritten to even say that on you, Peter, the rock, I'm going to build my church. It's a lie. The keys to the kingdom is whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. So it's like he prayed, he was teaching them how to pray, let his kingdom come, let his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Pardon me. Literally out of this world, gone. And we see that in Ephesians 2 and 6. Yahuwah raised us up with Mashiach. He has seated us with him in his heavenly kingdom. That's because we belong to Mashiach Yahusha. So we're already out of this world gone. We're already seated in heavenly places right here in the secret place with Yahusha. And we go on to look at Ephesians 1:17-23. That the Most High of our Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, the Abba of glory, may give unto you the Ruach of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that you may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of his glory, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints, and what the exceeding greatness of his power to usward who believe, according to the working of his mighty power, which he wrought in Mashiach when he raised him from the dead and set him at his own right hand in heavenly places, far above principalities and power and might and dominion and every name that is named, not only in this world but also in that which is to come, and had put all things under his feet, and gave him to be the head over all things, to be the church, or the body, or the assembly, which is his body, the fullness of him that filleth all in all. Praise the Most High, family. And we read that because we want to know that he has given us the power. He has seated us in heavenly places with him far above all these principalities, power, and might, and dominion. And he's also given us the keys to the kingdom, that we should bind and loose those principalities and powers, might, and dominions in our lives first. As we started off saying, our addictions, our attitudes. And when I speak on attitudes, I'm saying I got this by myself. I'm an independent contractor until I need them kingdom benefits. And the Most High is saying, no, you got to be full-fledged, all gone. What do we title this? Full-fledged, too far gone. You can't play both sides of the fence. Yahushua said either you're going to be cold or hot. So in the middle, I don't like lukewarm tea or soup. I'm going to spit you out. But praise the Most High, family. What we're saying today is you got to be too far gone for this world system. Too far over the lies and alibis we hear coming out from the pulpit. Too far gone from the lies we tell ourselves when we look at ourselves in the mirror and say, it'll be okay. You're lying. It's not going to be okay. You got to go at that problem full-fledged in the name of the Most High and his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, who gives us who has empowered us with the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh to walk it out. And he's telling us to make our requests known. He said, up until this time, you haven't made no requests because you've been asking amiss. And that's why you hadn't been getting no answers to your prayers. You've been getting no's, direct no's, because you're not asking for the right thing. You're asking for yourself, not for the kingdom. See, the Most High taught me that lesson a few months ago. He said, don't pray to me about nothing else but for Yasharal. Pray to me for Yasharal. That's all I want to hear. So that retrained my attitude, my thoughts towards the Most High's kingdom. It's not about me. Just as we said, he's going to take care of all my needs. They're going to be added to me. And just because I don't see them added to me today in abundance, don't mean he's not adding them to me daily. Because I have fresh air to breathe. I can get out and walk. I shouldn't even be walking on this foot to hear my doctor tell it. But the Most High has healed me. And though I haven't seen the full manifestation of my healing yet, but it's working. It's at work. I trust the Most High and what he said about me. And he's working in your life also, family. You got to know it. Praise the Most High. We're going to let that be our time, family. We can go on and on and on once again about this idea, one of the most important ones we've ever shared. Because it's telling you to pick a side today and get to work and get so involved in it that you're so far gone that you stop thinking about yourself like you used to do out there in the world system. You won't think about nobody but yourself. You were so far gone, so far up in your own hind part, pardon my French, that you ain't care about nobody else. No doggone body else. And I'm not going to cuss. And we were always too far gone. But what happened? The Most High said, nope, you ain't that far gone. I say what happens. What the text says, I say who I have mercy on. Not the circumstances, not men. I say who I bless and who don't. Not men. Not because of your degrees. Not because of who you know. Not in that sense. It's all about who they know in me, the Most High. So I say I want to bless them, I'm going to bless them. If I want to bless their socks off, I'm going to bless their socks off. And if I say they curse, they curse. Do stay up and keep pushing forward, family, in the right direction. Shalom.